Today I would like to speak about how to stay motivated and to keep going towards your goals. Oftentimes we decide that we are going to change, to start a new business, start working out, going for a walk, learning a new language, opening a new business, and after some time we find that we feel unmotivated, we feel exhausted, and it's difficult to keep going. So why it happens and how to stay motivated, this video is going to explain you what you can do in order to increase your strength, motivation, and keep going even when you have challenges or when you feel unmotivated. So why this is happening, why first we have motivation, now after some time we feel exhausted and motivation fades away. Oftentimes it happens because we don't plan in details and the tasks that we need to do seem too big and there is too much uncertainty. So when our brains notice that there are some activities that require a lot of energy, efforts, time, and when achieving these goals seems difficult, our brain tends to find any ways to avoid these tasks and to save energy. Therefore, creating more detailed plans and setting certain time when we are going to do this task, and thinking about obstacles that we might encounter and thinking about possible solutions, how we can overcome these challenges, can help to stay motivated and to feel more motivated even if the tasks are very big. For instance, if you would like to write a book and if you have seen how other people are completing writing books, you would feel motivated at first sight, but if you don't make a detailed plan on when exactly you are going to write it and which skills you can use for it, and if you don't plan, if you don't have any structure, and if you don't plan how you are going to overcome challenges, after a certain time it can be challenging to continue with the same pace. Therefore, making detailed plans, maybe asking opinion of other people on how you can overcome the possible challenges that you would encounter, thinking about obstacles, thinking about solutions, setting certain times, creating time for your hobbies or for your plans can help you to stay motivated and to make it easier for you for this change to happen. And oftentimes we think that motivation comes before action, but actually that's not true. Oftentimes we notice that motivation comes after action. Many people start doing things even when they don't feel motivated, and motivation, energy comes and follows the action. So if you try next time doing things even at times when you don't feel motivated, for instance going for a walk even when you don't feel like going, or going for swimming, for workout, oftentimes you would notice that once you are there, once you have completed workout, you would feel much better and more motivated towards continuing with the workout, walking, and your energy and mood would be enhanced. Therefore, reminding yourself of how you would feel after completing it can change your mood or help you to convince yourself to keep going, to do things even at times when you feel unmotivated. And another powerful source that can help you to stay motivated is asking your why this task is important for you, why this change is important for you to occur, which of your goals are involved and which of your qualities are involved, why is it important for you to achieve this. Once you know your why, it will be easier to find qualities, skills that you already have that you can use during the process of achieving the change and your goal. For instance, if you want to write a book in order to help other people, each time when you want to postpone it or to avoid doing a task, you can ask yourself how you would feel once you would complete it and what kind of change it can create in other people's lives. And this can help you to stay motivated and to keep going even at times when you will feel tired or exhausted or will be ill. So finding your why is important, and reminding yourself about your why and how you can feel after completing it and what kind of change it can create might help to stay motivated and inspired even during challenging times. You can also ask your friends or your partners, colleagues to remind you of things that you need to do, or to find someone with whom you will share your progress, discuss obstacles, and think what you can do differently in order to overcome these challenges. This might help you to keep yourself accountable, to sense this sense of responsibility, and to keep going even during difficult times. Please feel free to share if you find it useful, and also share your own ideas. What was helpful for you to achieve your goals, and what was helpful for you to stay motivated during difficult times to achieve your change. So here are other tools and steps that you can take in order to help yourself to stay motivated and to keep making progress towards the change that you want to achieve. For instance, if you want to go for a walk or for a workout every day, it's important to set time when exactly you are going to do it, and how long will it take. For instance, if you are very busy and it's difficult to find time for a workout, you can decide to walk for 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day, and decide when exactly you are going to do it. It can be after dinner, or after a course, after a lesson, or before going to sleep, like any time that's suitable for you. And another aspect, as I said, it's important to set time. How long are you going to do it? And to set reminders for yourself. Maybe you are going to set an alarm, or you can send a message to a friend and ask them to remind you for going for a walk, or pasting some stickers on your refrigerator, on your computer, or setting alarms on your phone. Anything that can help you to remind of things that you need to do. And also adjusting environment. For instance, if it's difficult for you to study at home, you can go to a library or to a quiet place, or on the contrary, to a crowded place, to a loud place. Like, first of all, understanding what kind of environment is needed to for your change to occur. For instance, if you can better concentrate outside, or you can better study outside, or in library, or in a restaurant, cafe, or in a quiet room. Like, find a place where you can do what you need to do, where you can do it better, and adjust your environment. For instance, if it's difficult for you to read a book, you can intentionally leave some books all around your house, so that this would remind you that you need to read a book. And for instance, if you have noticed that when you come home you are watching TV on your sofa and it's difficult to get up and to find a book, you can leave a book next to the sofa, which would make it easier for you to read it at that time. And doing the same tasks at a certain place and at a certain time every day can help you to create a kind of routine, and your brain would require less energy for the habit to happen, for the change to occur. So each time you do it at a certain time, at the same time, the next day it will be easier for you to adapt to change. It can be also useful to try to notice times when you could succeed. For instance, if you are able to read a book for 15 minutes each day, at the end of the day you can make a kind of journaling on progress, and noticing times when you were successful, when you could do it, can help your brain to recognize those moments, and this would make it easier for the habit to occur again, for the change to occur again. And imagining yourself doing the things that you need to do can also help to overcome the challenges, overcome the barriers and difficult feelings that you might have before doing the task. And it's important not to compare yourself with other people, because everyone's path is unique, everyone's needs, character, experiences, like conditions, everything is different. Therefore, everyone has different ways of achieving things. And for instance, if you have some challenges on your way of changing, you can try to find different solutions, being creative in finding solutions, doing things differently. This can also create a kind of movement, motion, and can help to inspire yourself or keep going and keep doing things that are important for you. And also imagining what happens exactly at the time when you want to do a certain thing. For example, try to remember what's happening when you want to read a book. What kind of stories your mind is telling you. Maybe it says that you are too tired, that it's too difficult, that you can do it tomorrow, or which version of you comes first when you are trying to do things. And generally there are two versions which are contrary to each other and which are having a kind of conflict or dispute. For instance, one version of you would know that it's important for you to do this, and the other version would tell that you can leave it for tomorrow or you feel too tired. So if the first version was showing up more, or if you remember times when you could convince yourself that it's important for you to do and you could do what you were supposed to do, what was different about those times, what helped you to convince the other part. And once you find out the answers, you can use the same strategies for different tasks and different times when you want to create change. And also thinking about like a reality of the thoughts, or how useful is it be infused with these thoughts for achieving your goals. And each time when you would try to do what you need to do, and when you hear these voices in your mind, in your head, you can ask yourself, how useful is it to follow this thought in order to achieve your goals, or how useful is it to be fused with these feelings, or to follow instructions of certain feelings that tell you to avoid things or to postpone things. How easily you can achieve your goals if you will listen to what your mind says, and this can help you to decide at that choice point whether you are going to continue with your goals or you are going to stop the progress.